Vous aimez l'art? Nous aussi. CF Bellart. CF Bellart. CF Bellart. CF Bellart, notre émission sur l'art.
Hi, I'm Remy Earing, and the name of my art project is The Unvariable. I took rocks and stacked them on one another in an irregular order. I got the idea because we were looking at some photos of Andy Goldsworthy photos, and it inspired me. Because last time we saw a tiny rock in the middle of the stone tower. So I did something a bit similar. For me, it represents that small can still help bigger ones, and that they're not pointless.
My name is Lily Lawrence and I am in 4e A. Today I will be presenting the sculpture I made on Monday the 2nd of November as homework for art, teach by Miss K. It took me quite a while to find the ideas because in the raining and windy conditions, it was complicated to find the accurate materials. I ended up using leaves that I positioned close to each other so they wouldn't fly away in the wind, rocks to give it the characteristics of a 3D sculpture, and finally, I used clusters of Piraconta berries to decorate the rocks already slightly covered by green moss. I decided to use the Piraconta berries so it could create a contrast between the leaves and the berries, knowing that the leaves of a mix of red, orange, and yellow color represented autumn, while the Piraconta berries represented spring. The making of a sculpture in autumn, which is the name I gave to my sculpture, took me approximately 2 hours, knowing that the wind was constantly blowing away the autumn leaves, without taking account of the thinking for ideas. In my opinion, the whole sculpture kind of represents a dolmen, but it was not supposed to represent anything at the very beginning.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mai.
Et moi, je m'appelle Noé.
Et nous sommes en 4e B. Pour un projet en art, nous avons fait du land art. C'est de l'art qui consiste à se servir seulement des objets naturels autour de nous.
On a choisi un endroit à Hampstead avec des arbres et beaucoup de feuilles par terre.
Nous avons choisi des branches trouvées par terre et nous les avons triées par couleur spécifique.
On l'a tracé avec un bâton par terre, une queue qui tournait et après on l'a placé les bâtons en couleur comme un dégradé.
We had this idea because my mom comes from a family of artists and she knows very well artists and their art pieces. We looked at Andy Goldsworthy's work for inspiration. We chose a specific area in Hampstead and we created this art piece. Here is the stop motion of the process.
Thank you, goodbye.
Vous aimez l'art? Nous aussi. CF Bellart. CF Bellart. CF Bellart. CF Bellart, notre émission